it appears the bromance between Alex Jones and President Donald Trump is finally over. On Friday, President Trump, at the urging of neoconservative advisors such as John Bolton and Mike Pompeo and all the other neoconservatives that are basically surrounding him in the White House, as well as the establishment so-called liberal media, decided to push him towards launching a missile attack against Syria. So this was a major missile attack over the weekend on Friday, and it was aimed at going after Assad's chemical weapons program that we actually didn't know that he had. Like, we actually cannot verify that that's actually what he has. So we don't know. But no, let's wait before the facts come out and just go ahead and launch this massive missile attack. Launch over 100 missiles. And look, those missiles cost millions of dollars each. So, Sean King points this out, that the cost of the missile attack is so much more than how much money it actually would take to replace all of the lead pipes in Flint. So, we just launched every single missile that we've launched could have been a water pipe. So, people in Flint could get clean water. Or it could have been a textbook for a school child, right? It could have been, all sorts of things. It could have been a college scholarship for somebody in school in a disadvantaged area. Like, every time we launch missile attacks, we're losing what we could have actually done. So, for our actual people. I mean, it's that old quote, right? Every bomb, every ship, every plane, every gun that we make, it basically, and I'm doing a really terrible job at this quote, but it basically, every one of those things that we create for war takes away from the American people. It could have been something that we could have used here at home. So it's disastrous, man. And you can tell where I'm coming from on this subject. But anyway, now a lot of progressives and Trump supporters alike are not happy with the president for doing this attack, because he said, "Oh, I'm not going to attack Syria. I'm not going to go after Syria. I'm not going to launch attacks. Obama, what are you doing in Syria? Get out of Syria. Don't go in. Don't go in. Don't attack them." Well, you idiot. You just went against your own advice, because you went and attacked Syria for the second time. Now, one of those supporters that was very loud, very vocal, and has a gigantic platform is Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones is somebody who has a direct line to Trump. And when this attack happened on Syria, Jones had a little bit of a meltdown. Watch.
They got him. They rolled Trump. And he didn't stand up at the moment of truth. Donald Trump shit his fucking pants at the fucking moment of truth and shit all over everybody. That's my first approximation. I'm not in a fucking cult for Donald Trump. Fuck him. Fuck his family. Fuck all these people. All right, see, I shouldn't even be live right now. When are we going on the fucking satellite? God fucking damn it, man. What the fuck? Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? See, now I'm fucking pissed right now. Syria fought Al-Qaeda, they fought ISIS, they fought it all. And now you got Mattis and fucking all these people shitting all over us. And the goddamn fucking liberal fascists censoring us everywhere the last 2 days. We did an emergency fucking 36-hour broadcast trying to stop this shit that could lead to World War III. And you fucking liberal pieces of fucking shit, you fucking assholes, fucking support this. Fuck you. You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks. And fucking Mueller and fucking Comey and fuck you.
That appears to be very clear. He is not happy. So, look, you might want to hold on there. okay, you want to talk about, oh, it's the liberal fascists, right? I'm pretty sure John Bolton is not a liberal. He's a neoconservative. Mike Pompeo, not a liberal. Look, Alex Jones may be partly right. Because there are definitely some liberals that have absolutely cheered this on, this strike on Syria. Again, these are people like Howard Dean. Howard Dean literally tried to egg on the president to attack Syria, calling him a coward and calling him weak. Well, what do you think is going to happen? This guy, look, ran on peace, right? Insanity. So yes, okay, you want to talk about some liberals? Okay, that's fair. Now, really though, I think he's trying to attack the media. Well, the media is also not liberal. The media is actually very establishment. And the establishment media loves a war. You know why? War gets ratings. And a lot of these companies are tied up with defense contractors as well. So, oh, that's good for the media. War is good for the media. War is great for the defense contractors. It's great for the neocons, who are usually connected to oil companies. So there's a lot of money to be made in a conflict with Syria. But here's who's against the war in Syria. Progressives. Actual progressives. Look, here's the thing. We don't want this conflict. Not because it's Iraq 2.0. I think it's actually more like Libya all over again. And you know what happened in Libya. And look, if you want to make some parallels to Iraq, that's also fair because we've got a disaster going on, or we had a disaster going on in Iraq, and we had a disaster in Libya, and now we have a disaster in Syria. Now, look, here's the thing. I was very, very skeptical of Assad being behind the chemical attack. I'm actually very skeptical still. And there's a couple of reasons. For one, its conventional attacks have been very, very successful. In fact, the city that was allegedly gassed, and I believe there was a gas attack, I just don't know who did it, was the last bastion of the Syrian rebels. But who are the Syrian rebels? Well, we go into that, and it gets even more complicated. There's Pentagon-backed rebels that have been fighting against CIA-backed rebels. And then Al-Qaeda groups and ISIS and fundamentalist groups. You've got the al-Nusra Front, which is a Salafist. They're against Assad. So, look, the whole place is an absolute fucking mess. So, look, hey, to give a little bit of credit, if you're going to break with Trump over anything, I guess that this is a pretty good place to do so. Nonetheless, it also means that the racism, xenophobia, corruption inside of his administration, that wasn't enough for you to break with him. Well, at least we know what kind of person you are, Alex Jones, because that stuff was awesome for you. But anyway, that kind of explains why progressives are not exactly allies with some of the people on the Trump side that are disillusioned with Trump. But in this case, we're aligned on the same issue, even if we're not allies on the same issue. So, now, again, as far as the media is concerned, I mentioned they're the establishment media. And they have been beating the drums for war with Syria for a long time. We got to attack Syria. We got to punish Syria for the chemical attack that we can't prove. Look, again, that attack has not been proven. And it actually happened, and the curious timing on this. This attack happened day before international inspectors were going to go to where that supposed chemical or alleged chemical attack happened to find out who actually was behind that. So there's a lot of questions on this attack, okay? But look, we don't care. I mean, our country, you know, a lot of people like to say, oh, no, we're doing it for the Syrians. Look at the poor Syrians. No, this entire conflict is about pipelines. It's about natural resources. oil companies want to build a pipeline through Syria to supply Europe with either oil or natural gas. That's what's going on here. Okay? That's why we're suddenly so involved in Syria. You know how many refugees we've taken? 11. 11 refugees since Trump took over. That's not very many. Okay? So no, it's not at all that Trump cares about the humanitarian costs. At all. No. This is actually about, look, when Trump does something, it's never about any specific policy or any specific thing. No, it's always about, in some way, about Trump. And look, when he attacked Syria the last time, they had the media out there calling it, oh, this is wonderful. This is exactly what we expect from a president. What, to bomb people? I mean, you had Brian Williams out there calling our missiles beautiful. Oh, a beautiful sight of American missiles. Was it so beautiful when you look at the aftermath of those missiles? I guess some people would argue absolutely, but not me. No. All that said, right? Alex Jones is still a disgusting human being, despite occasionally making decent points. And I think he makes a decent point about this in a hilarious way. Again, blaming liberals and liberal fascists. No, real progressives are actually behind you. It is the liberals on Donut Twitter and all that. Those are the people that are cheering this on, that are disgusting. And I actually do agree, fuck that. But again, nonetheless, I despise Alex Jones. So now at this point, after giving him a tiny little bit of credit, I'm now going to be completely unclassy and make fun of him. But first, I want to show you this.
It's the opposite of what my ex-wife says. She says, oh, the system took the kids away from me. No, you got the kids back because of who I was part of the time. And then they sit there and they're like, if you just turn against Trump, things will be better. But he was doing good, and that's what makes it so bad. Oh, and that's what makes it so bad. If he'd have been a piece of crap from the beginning, it wouldn't be so bad. But we made so many sacrifices, and now he's crapping all over us. It makes me sick.
Can I say it now? I told you so. I told you what Donald Trump was like. I guess you had to see it for yourself. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.